everyone, happy Sunday. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Love in Dubai Daily Show, where we bring you all of the best stories, the big stories of the weekend that everyone in Dubai is talking about. How are you doing? How are you on your way back to work? Where are you guys watching from? I always love to hear, so I'll check in the comments. Did you have a great weekend? It's kind of hard to always keep up with this city. I know I've come back in and they're even following social media over the city. I mean, we had Dua Lipa, who was playing at the Point. I think thousands of people turned up for that, and we saw that she exited. If you ever watch actually when stars come to Dubai, always check on their Instagram, because we saw her Insta storing the whole event. It sounded very cool. And then straight after her concert, she was back on a boat onto her next city, but that was really cool. There was a really kind of amazing crowd scenes from that. We also obviously had Dubai Design Week that finished off this weekend. Really cool down in D3. Lots of stuff on social media over that. Also, there was the block party in Abu Dhabi that saw Nadine Luster come into town, and of course Dubai Fitness Challenge ended. And whether you took part or whether you're just supporting, checking out the dance classes, so much going on. And actually that's going to be one of our stories today that we're going to talk about, because obviously we saw all the fitness classes. There was a really big fitness challenge at Kite Beach this weekend. So if you took part in any of these things, let me know. Or if you had a chill day, also that's cool. That's definitely okay too. I feel like I kind of did a bit of balance. On Friday I went to Emirates Biofarm, which is a farm about an hour outside, or less than an hour outside Dubai, but it's they're doing lots of sustainable organic farming. And then they also let you do a tractor tour. It was really cute, nice day out for the family. And then I went to Abu Dhabi to Mr. Miyagi's and did a brunch. So I think that's definition of balance. But that was my weekend. But love to hear what you guys got up to, if you got up to any of those things, or if you did something totally different. Like I said, it's very hard to keep up. Moving on to our first story, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Dubai was just ranked as the second best city in the world for driving. This story went live on Thursday, and it's been shared by a lot of publishers, because obviously people are proud of the ranking. But then obviously we check the comments, and people are kind of questioning whether or not they agree with the ranking because they are driving in the city. So I thought I'd kind of take you through it in a little bit more fine detail, and get your thoughts on it. So this was it's the 2019 Driving Cities Index, made by Mr. Auto, and it's a really comprehensive listing, guys. So first they they try and decide which cities, so they make sure that they'll be able to get kind of extensive data, and they whittle it down to 100 cities from many more. And yeah, Dubai came second after Calgary. And how they kind of divided up all the rankings, they have 3 categories. So it was infrastructure, safety, and cost. And then within those 3 categories, they've kind of channeled down even more. So they looked at, is it a good location to drive? They looked at congestion, cars per capita, air quality, road tax, and basically cost of driving on the road. Road rage they even looked at. I'm not really sure how they figured out road rage, but maybe it's incidents of road rage reported. And you can check it. So we have this all on Love in Dubai, and I just think the categories are really interesting, and that will make you see why Dubai ranks so highly. For example, cost of driving here is not as high as other cities. Air quality is good. The average car age here would definitely be probably newer, I would say, than other cities. Of course, they also rated public transport, and obviously in Dubai we have fantastic public transport. But love to get your thoughts on that. Let me just click on the live and see if anyone's watching with us this morning, where you're watching from, if you're back at work. We have a couple of comments coming through. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Vahid. Always good to see you. Hi, Loran. That's my mum. Hi, mum. And good morning, Timur. What are you saying? Can you say that? Oh, it's good morning in Russian. Thank you. Good morning in English. And also, good morning to everyone that's come in. Let me know your thoughts on the road rage story, please, and the driving story. Great to get your thoughts on it, and what you've been up to all weekend. And always good to hear that I'm not watching alone. Moving on to our next story, we're talking about Dubai Fitness Challenge, and it ended with a fantastic display of fireworks, and also just kind of a fantastic display of fitness all across the city. And I think that was kind of a brilliant marker of what an effect it had on the city, because people did not stop working out until the very last minute. We saw a massive Under Armour challenge at Kite Beach this weekend. It's basically the fittest people in Dubai battling it out, and they were going for big prizes. So it was really cool to see, maybe I guess people that had taken on the challenge and then brought themselves to Kite Beach. So that was amazing. We also saw John Terry, kind of the former English footballer and English football coach. He was at Kite Beach running this weekend, and we saw at the very end last night, we saw fireworks at Dubai Festival City. We saw them at Kite Beach, and it was just amazing to see Dubai light up. And also, if you took part in it, I just kind of, we did a post of all the amazing things happening for the city, for Dubai Fitness Challenge. And if you took part in it, and I think it's just an inspiration and maybe a motivation to people that if you didn't take part this year, you will next year, because I think a couple of us started and maybe it's hard to see it through. Then if you kind of talk to people that did see it through and kind of get like the positive endorphins from them, that would make you wanted to see it through next year. And always, obviously, thank you to His Highness Sheikh Hamdan, Crown Prince of Dubai, because that was his initiative that inspired it a couple of years ago when it first started. So we look forward to seeing more of that next year. If you took part in it, congratulations for getting through. Now you're finished today, you can relax and maybe start back again tomorrow. Actually, on that note of starting back again tomorrow, we're going to see Marcus Smith, who is saying you don't need to end Dubai Fitness Challenge now, and he's actually on Friday going to run 24 hours continuously, like non-stop down at Sports City, and we'll give you more on that information on that later in the week, but that is just kind of showing you don't need to end Dubai Fitness Challenge now. Moving on to our final story, this was another big story last week that said what we thought the new Dubai Food Code for 2020, saying that tap water will be mandatory across restaurants and eateries. However, they've clarified that although it's coming into the food code, it is not mandatory. So basically, if hotels want to offer filtered tap water to patrons of the restaurant, they are very much allowed to, but it's definitely not coming in as a mandatory thing. Dubai Municipality made it clear that the food code doesn't say anything about making tap water mandatory in food outlets. Although why they're bringing it in the first place, the aim is to reduce waste. But it's worth noting that there are places in the city where you can get free tap water. Chalco's, I believe, do it in, that's a great little Mexican here in JLT. One Life and D3 do it. Flow do it. I think Flow is in Jumeirah Emirates Towers. I get confused. It's in downtown Dubai anyway. But I'd love to get your thoughts there. Top 3 stories, trending stories over the weekend. Let me know how you guys are doing, and we'll see you back here same time, same place tomorrow with more big stories. Bye.